ஆன்மீக செம்மலுக்கு அனைவரின் சார்பாகவும் சால்வை அணிவிக்கிறேன்.
Deem it a great pleasure and privilege to be here under the aegis of Tejas Foundation, who has thought it fit to organize this national seminar on the literature of Bhagavan Sri Rama on the second day morning, to introduce to all of us a system of thinking about which we are all familiar, yet the thought process manifests in multifold ways. I ask my sincere apologies for not talking in Tamil, not because that I don't know, but I am mandated only to speak in English by my master. So forgive me for that. All of us are very well equipped to understand this magnificent epic that is known as Ramayana, and we all know the portrayal in that great epic depicting the various life patterns. But on an occasion like this, what is of utmost importance to all of us, not merely as a human entity trying to struggle out a way of life in our existence, but a methodology of application which has to be pursued by the individual in order to complete the value of the life in its total behavioral pattern. The attitude of the individual in different times and climes vary according to the moods of the individual. We are elated, and sometimes we are very desperate and desolate for various reasons, as the mind dictates a different level of perception to the individual. But in all such conditions, how one should articulate the inherent quality of the individual is more important. That's why these two great epics was presented before us, the Ganga and the Yamuna, Mahabharata and the Ramayana. We talk about Triveni Sangama and we don't see the Saraswati river. We research and we come to so many conclusions, and which is altered by many people according to their limitations of understandings. But the Saraswati river is always present when you read the epics. It is the Jnana Ganga which is invisibly present in each one of us when we read and explore into the intricacies of these great epics. So when you read Mahabharata, you cannot miss Ma Saraswati. So also, you cannot miss Ma Saraswati when you read Ramayana. So in that way, we are constantly swimming in the nectarian flow of the Triveni Ganga in our understanding, about which we try to give a miss and say there is no visual presentation of that river to our naked eye. But what is necessary is to understand the inner beauty of the individual, inner conviction of the individual, inner penetration of the individual, rather than that which is visible to the naked eye. What you see is not the truth, but what you are is the truth. And what we want to portray in life is, look how I am. But what I want to know is how I am in myself in the eyes of God. That was a powerful message of Bhagavan Lord Rama, where he conducted himself in a manner that portrayed the completeness of the individual in its entirety. Today, he is declared as the king of Ayodhya. No movement, no elation, no joy, nothing to express, but accepting a responsibility that was hoisted upon him in utter humility, because in responsibility you explore the possibility to take up that duty as a sacrifice. It is not an enjoyment but a sacrifice where you burnish your personality to amend every part of your psyche to the wants or the moods of the time. Responsibility, as I have told earlier in some of my utterances, has got two words: response and ability. You respond because you know something. Your ability is you are spontaneously participating in the now. So there are two words in that word responsibility, and in that responsibility, Bhagavan Ram demonstrates how he should do with his understanding of the past and how he should be in the presence of the now. It is a great responsibility that he is beholding when he was declared as a king of Ayodhya. No elation, no joy. You are walking in without any reference to any responsibility that is outwardly given, but inwardly enjoying that experience of spiritual nectar in that responsibility. Next day, he is banished to go to the forest. Again, no response, no tears, no sorrow, acceptance with total humility. There is no way that he was defeated in his inner equilibrium when he heard that he has to go to the forest. Why? Because it is an order from the king, and obedience is more sacred than reverence. You obey the king. In so obeying, you are able to fix up your personality to understand the least of the stage of life that you are leading. A leader, I would like to confine my thoughts to the leadership in Ramayana. A leader should know the power and dignity of the exercise that he has as a leader, and the humility and the participation in utter desperation also, because you cannot lead somebody unless you know the quality of those people whom you lead. You cannot lead somebody just because you have power. You cannot lead somebody because you have money. You cannot lead somebody because you have muscular power. You lead because you have the conviction of the sorrow with which those who are being led thus far, and participate in that, and then only you can lead. We have such leadership today who has seen both ends of life, and that's why we are leading a comfortable life where the Rama temple is going to come. That leadership is of utmost importance. That leadership is the necessity of a leader, because you don't order something, you must know how to obey something. In ordering something, you can easily do that because you do not undergo the perils of that order, because you do not succumb to that. But if you obey, you understand the intricate difficulties of the person who is enduring that pain. And in so doing, you qualify yourself to update your personality to become a leader. Leadership is not empowerment. Leadership is a recognition to the extent to which you have allowed your personality to sink into, to become a more sane, serene, powerful individual, whereby you don't cease to be an isolated person, but you become the participating cosmic reality. That reality was Bhagavan Rama. That is why we adore him. A chaotic life completely in Ramayana we see in the life of Rama. A person whose horoscope we are supposed to see for any auspicious occasion, because in the 200,000 times of our winking, in that one wink, a good person could be born, according to astrologically speaking. Such a person was Rama. And the misery that he underwent is incalculable, and we cannot even dare to even understand the sorrows through which he passed through. But in a poignant manner, accepting every condition, both in defeat and victory, both in all calamities, in every extreme situation, accepting without any interruption, without any agonizing mood of presentation physically or otherwise. That person is whom we adore, even though it is a scripture which can be said in one way as a scripture of defeat. It is a joy of the individual in that sorrow. That victory is what we adore, and that is what that makes this country to endure every kind of problem that we face. Rama Rajya is not establishing a big kingdom. Rama Rajya is updating your personality with the latest understanding without ruining the past roots of our wisdom. That is the greatness of this avatara, about whom Tejas Foundation has thought it fit to have an awareness to all individuals in all the possible ways, in order to excite the moods of the individuals, in order to strengthen the weakness of the mind, in order to sharpen the intellect, in order to lift the limitation of understanding to a limitless wisdom, is the purpose of understanding the life of Rama. May that Rama be ensured, enthroned in our heart, is my humble prayer at the feet of my Master on this auspicious occasion, when brilliant minds of Tejas Foundation has come to organize a festival of harmony to bring universal harmony and cosmic understanding. May those blessed moments of rapturous ecstasy come to us in this very life, is my humble prayer at the feet of Lord Rama. Thank you for your presence.
Let us thank Swamiji for his blessings. In his speech, he entrusted two things: responsibility and obedience. When the king orders, Rama went to the forest without tears. நாம் இப்போ அன்றைக்கி என்ன பண்ணுறோம், நம்ம நாட்டில் இது யாரும் குறை சொல்கிறதுன்னு நினைக்காதீங்க, ஒரு டிராஃபிக் ரூலை கூட நாம் மதிக்கிறது இல்லை. நாம் முந்தி போனோம், இந்த மயிலாப்பூர் சிக்னலில் பார்த்தோம்னா முந்திக்கிட்டு போயிட்டுருக்குறோம். சொன்னால் நம்ம நண்பர் கீழாம்பூர் சங்கர பொம்மனையும் கொஞ்சம் வருத்தப்படுவார். நான் இப்போ அமெரிக்கா போயிட்டு வந்தேன். டிராஃபிக் சிக்னலில் டிராஃபிக் போலீஸு எங்கேயும் கிடையாது. ஆனால் ஒரு ஆளும் டிராஃபிக் சிக்னலில் மீறுவதும் கிடையாது. சட்டத்துக்கு பயப்படுறாங்க. நாம் பிரதமர் நம்ம நாட்டுக்காக ஒரு சட்டத்தை கொண்டு வந்தாலும் அதை எதிர்க்கணும்னு தான் இருக்கிறோம். மாணவர்களும் அப்படி தான் இருக்கிறாங்க. அந்த ஒபீடியன்ஸு, ராமர் எப்படி தசரதனுடைய கட்டளையை ஏற்று நடந்தாரோ அதேபடி நடக்க வேண்டும் என்று நமது பேர குழந்தைகளுக்கு சொல்லுவோம்.